that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
And a pleasant good afternoon to everybody. Welcome to Camelback High School. We are in Phoenix, Arizona, and this is the season premiere of the Arizona Youth Football League's 2026 fall season. Alongside Roger Bamus, I'm Jeff Lowry with the call of the game. Today we have a 9U matchup between Team Elevate and the Taylor Football Academy. We had a game earlier today, and it was Elevate and the 7U defeating the Taylor Football Club by a final score of 20-0. Let's take a look at the team captains as we'll see who will be receiving the ball first. It will be Team Elevate. They have a different color scheme here in this second one. They are orange pants, and I'm not really sure if that's a reddish-orange top, but definitely different. The Taylor Football Academy comes out in those Houston Oilers from the 70s and 80s type uniform. So Taylor Football Academy led by Roman Watson at captain. Jackson Brown is a captain, Tay Cooper and Asher Stewart on the other side. Messiah Russell, Jesse Martinez, Josiah Walker, and Shamar Sewell were the team captains on the other side. They're led by Coach Chance. Coach Antonio is the defensive coordinator, Chance the head coach and the offensive coordinator, and the special teams is Steven. Greg, Jimmy, and Devontae are the assistant coaches. Former NFL star Michael Pittman is the head coach over here, and we did not get the rest of the coaching staff, so we'll give credit to Mr. Pittman, whether they win or they lose or they play well or they play lousy. So we are set to go here, second game of 2 that we're going to have on the live stream. Our game today is being brought to you by the husband and wife law team. Serious injuries, wrongful death. Go to their website at husbandandwifelawteam.com and Shields of Chandler, Arizona. Got a chance to go down there last fall. We had an AYF, Arizona Youth Football League event down there, and what an impressive store. I mean, they've got like a Ferris wheel, they've got rides, they've got batting cage, they've got it all. And they're at the Chandler Mall, so if you get a chance, next time you're in Chandler, you have a little time to kill, head on over to Shields. All right, so we're ready for the opening kickoff. Well, in the 9U, we will have a kickoff. Randolph. And it's a ground ball kick. I should say this was DeVasquez, and it's covered up nicely at midfield. And saving of possession right there is one of the team captains for Michael Pittman's TFA, Roman Watson. So we're underway. Well, as we always do, game time temperature, hazy skies overhead. If I can get this to work right. And we are at 104 degrees. So we're 7 minutes late. The quarterback for TFA, as they get the ball first, is Chase Heaton. And apparently it is not Chase Heaton, it's number 8, Tay Cooper. So Tay Cooper, wrote down Chase Heaton, getting the starting lineups kind of late yesterday. The 2 men in the backfield is going to be Jackson Brown and Rhett Pittman. So first down and 10. And this drive will start at the TSA 49-yard line. Actually, it's going to start at the Elevate 49-yard line. And we got a penalty. The last game that we had was just, I would say half the plays were penalties. And this is going to move it up, offsides against the defense of Elevate. And it's going to bring up a first down and 5. So a good start here for TFA. I was at the airport not too long ago. First down and 5 now. And now the ball resting at the Elevate 44, and they can't get this one off, and it's offsides again. And that will set up another first down. So a good start for Taylor Football Academy. You can go to TaylorFootballAcademy.com if you'd like more information about one of the top and rising athletic facilities in the Valley of the Sun. I believe they're located over in Mesa. First down from the 39-yard line. And now the quarterback's going to call his own number. He's breaking ankles out there, and he's all the way down to the 33-yard line as he's brought down by Russell. Well, it was a nice run. No question about that. Get it down to about the 33, so he gains 6 on the play, and it brings up a second down and 4. No score, first quarter action. There's no operating clock here at the stadium. Well, there was a penalty at the tail end of that play, and that's going against the defense. So right now, you know, if you're maybe Coach Chance over there, you may want to call a timeout here. 3 penalties and 3 plays to start the contest. First quarter action, no score, but the ball is now down to the 17-yard line. Tay Cooper. And they're going to go with an end around to the far side. He cuts the edge. He's inside the 10. He's inside the 5. He's inside, well, it looks like right around the 3-yard line. Well, here's the run again. And once he got past Josiah Walker, he almost got the end zone there as we look at it one more time. Got a little fooled on that play, but nonetheless, nice job. First and goal from the 3-yard line of Elevate. Cooper in trouble, and down he goes. And that's a quarterback sack. 0-0 in on the play. We don't have a 0-0 on the roster, and I hate to say it, but here we go again. We can't get a complete roster. So there's not much we can do. And we got a timeout on the field. So after that broken play on the quarterback sack, and we'll look at it again. TFA decides to go with a timeout. And that's a good call here by the veteran coaching staff led by Michael Pittman Sr., his son now in his first year with the Pittsburgh Steelers in the National Football League. Our game today being brought to you by the husband and wife law team and Shields of Chandler. First quarter action, no score. (9U) competition here at Camelback High School for this noon start time. Tay Cooper, he'll send Brown in motion. He'll take the high snap, roll out right. He looks to throw back against the grain, and let's see how they handle it. That ball's going to be complete, and racing into the end zone is Jagger. Jaggers got the touchdown, and Jaggers got the moves. 6-0. Taylor Football Academy. They jump out in front and draw first blood in this contest. Well, it all started with the quarterback, Tay Cooper. He moved right, and I like what he did. He was able to just stop on a dime and immediately come back and look for Valukas on the other side. And they're just, I mean, you look at the defense on that play, and they overplayed it, and that is out of the respect of the speed and the skill of Tay Cooper. So we'll go for a 1-point conversion here. Cooper back at quarterback. And again, Brown goes in motion to the right side. Almost the same play, and the ball slips out of his hands. He picks it up, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield by Wheeler. Ethan Wheeler with a spectacular play. Of course, had he not bobbled it, he might have run it in. And so the score stands at 6-0. First quarter action here. We don't have an operating clock, so your guess is as good as mine on how much time we might have.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
Well, you'll know. Okay, we're back here at Camelback High School, second game of two. Our live stream kickoff of the 2026 Fall Arizona Youth Football League. With Roger Bemis, I'm Jeff Lowry. Well, that was the end of the first quarter. So the two teams have switched sides. So we start the second quarter here. These, oh no, apparently not. So we are still in the first quarter. I was going to say that would have been the fastest quarter in AZ Youth Football League history. So we're awaiting the kickoff here. Back to receive is Russell, number 3, and 18, Sewell. Now I wonder if Sewell is related. Well, let me take a look here. No. Someone I know. Well, maybe. There's a guy that has a podcast I watch occasionally and does a nice job with, and his last name is Sewell. Okay, kicking is Jackson Brown, and Sewell will pick it up right around the 36-yard line, changes his field of direction, gets hit, slips a tackle across the 40, 45, 50, and he's inside TFA territory to the 45-yard line. That was close to about a 25-yard return. Getting up slow out of the tackle on the far side is Braden Nemitz, named after I wonder if there's any relation to the old Admiral Nimitz. That's a famous name from World War II. I'm surprised my colleague here hasn't given me a full biological report on that.
Next time.
Well, you get a look at the Elevate defense coming back out onto the field. They're led by, the offense led by Julius DeVasquez. Their first possession of the game. We're going to get a timeout by Blue. 00 is Martin. You'll have a Martin on the team. I have a Martinez. I don't have a Martin. Well, he's going to be Martin from now on. The only problem is by calling him that, a lot of times these guys are wearing another name because maybe their jersey didn't come in. So we're in a timeout here. First quarter action, first possession for the Elevate, Team Elevate 9U, in our season premiere of the Arizona Youth Football League. All right, Elevate comes back out onto the field. Looking at a first down and 10. And the quarterback will hand off to the big guy, Davis, straight ahead. And Davis will pick up a good solid 5 on that first play. Boy, he's a load to bring down. See how big this young man is. Check that one on the replay, with the quarterback being Jesse Martinez. One of the team captains, but there was another penalty on the play. You had to get a look at number 6 because he's kind of towering over the rest of the players. They send Angel Varela flanked out to the near side. Slot receiver is going to be Greg Brunson. In motion was Julius de Vasquez, and here's the speedy Brunson. He's got the edge, and he's got big-time running room. That's going to go for about 20, and a first down for Elevate. And I'll tell you what, it's going to be a long day, as Taylor Football Academy's defense has to be able to contain the outside. This young man looks like a track star. And he got enough for the first down. And that is the end of the first quarter, with the score 6-0 in favor of Taylor. And we will be back. Our game is being brought to you by the husband and wife law team and Shields of Chandler, Arizona.
No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
All right, we're back here, ready to go here in the second. On our game of the week, powered by the husband and wife law team and Chandler's Shields Sporting Goods. Along with Roger Bemis, Jeff Lowry. The start of the second quarter, 6-0 Taylor. Okay, they have it at the 31-yard line inside Taylor Academy, and J.R. Davis still on his feet and into the end zone. Did he make it? I think they said he's out of bounds at the 2. So a 29-yard run by J.R. Davis. Well, I don't know if that was the right play. So now they're down to the 2-yard line, and we got another timeout on the field. This is a Elevate timeout. Yeah, maybe they didn't take the timeout there. They were just getting some instructions. Was that a touchdown? I believe so. Because now they're going for 2. And the 2-point conversion, no good. So that was a touchdown. Yeah, one of the disadvantages of calling these games, I got an obstructed view. I did not see the official hold up the hands, and a lot of times they'll do it for about a half a second, and then you're sitting here wondering. But nonetheless, it is 6-6, early stages of quarter number 2 here. J.R. Davis, a 31-yard touchdown. And we await the ensuing kickoff. Doing the kicking honors is Julius de Vasquez. And the ball comes off the tee, and he'll try to make the adjustment. Back to receive is Nemitz and Oliver Zick. Zick to the far side, and Nemitz, number 3, to the near side. And it looks like the ball fell once again. He's going to kick it anyway. It's an onside kick, and it's going to be gobbled up right at midfield. Heads up play, and the second time he's done it in this game, Roman Watson on the recovery. And good starting field position for Taylor Football Academy, led by former NFL star Michael Pittman Sr. You know, a lot of times you'll hear commentators refer to that an onside, that little, not a squib kick, but just that short kick as almost like catching a knuckleball. So you got to give a lot of credit to Roman Watson. He is covered up on the first 2 kickoffs of the game, and that's saving 2 turnovers right there, because it definitely made it the required 10 yards before there's a penalty. If it doesn't go 10 yards, the refs will throw a penalty, and the kicking team has to re-kick. So Tad Cooper returns at the helm. He's at quarterback. Wyland Kolb will lead the offensive front line, number 77 on the right side. And Emilio McLilley also out there leading the charge. First down and 10, split backs behind Cooper. He looks, takes a 2-step drop, and gets sacked in the backfield. Getting back there with lightning-like swiftness, and I believe his second sack of the day is Martin, number 00. That was a tremendous job. I mean, he was literally unblocked on this, and he came racing in. It's just a matter of he just found a slither to run through, and I mean, he never broke stride and picks up his second negative yard tackle here today. So that's going to bring up a second down and 15. 6-6 tie. Few minutes into the second quarter, probably about halfway. We play 4 10-minute quarters. Here's a misdirection handoff, and all over it this time was elevated E.J. Salazar Jr. And so we've seen back-to-back big-time defensive plays by the team in the red and orange. You read that one well. You know, and I think part of being a great linebacker is being you can't be too patient. You can't be thinking about it too much, but sometimes you overcommit, and boy, he just read that perfectly, and at the right time he struck, and he got the tackle. So it's now 3rd and 15, no gain on the play. Here's the quarterback throwing, and Tay Cooper overshoots his intended target. Incomplete. That was Jagger. He was guarded closely, and you got to give a lot of credit over there to the safety. That's Shamar Sewell, number 18. So now 4th and long, 4th and 15 coming up here for Taylor Football Academy. Second quarter action. We're in a 6-6 tie. Brown is the lone setback. He's also an offensive lineman. You don't see offensive linemen usually the starting running back, but that's the case here with Taylor Football Academy. 4th and 15. Good protection and time, and the throw is going to be dropped on the far sideline, in and out of the hands of Asher Stewart. It'll be a turnover on down. There's a hold on the play against the offense, but that'll be declined. And here in the second quarter, we remain 6-6 as Elevate will take over on downs at the TFA 45-yard line. Six tie. We saw, I'll tell you, Elevate, I mean, Greg Brunson and J.R. Davis. I mean, these are two of the fastest players in 9U here in the state of Arizona. No question about that. Elevate comes out, and they're trying to take their first lead of the contest. It was 6-0 in the earlier stages of the first quarter. And Davis punched one in from 31 yards out, and that's where we stand right now. It's 6-6. The quarterback is Jesse Martinez. Handoff, Messiah Russell. He slips a tackle out of the backfield, dances at the 45, and now the ball comes loose, and Taylor Football has it. The ball was recovered by Grayson Robinson, and that's a big, big turnover. It was stripped away by Jet Pittman, who is a linebacker / running back for Taylor Football. Timeout, Taylor Football Academy. You're watching the Arizona Youth Football League Game of the Week on apnvideo.com, powered by Shields.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
Well, we're talking in between, this commercial break about the Taylor Football Academy coming out and somewhat of the old Houston Oilers teams. The great Earl Campbell. Man, what a pleasure. One of the great running backs of all time. One of the thighs on the guy. I can remember him and Robert Newhouse. I mean, those two guys, I don't know how anybody brought them down. I mean, it usually took an army. And Houston had some pretty good teams. Not Super Bowl caliber, but they certainly had some. Seemed like they were always in the playoffs. They were always giving the Steelers and the Bengals troubles. Especially back in the 70s. So we come back to live action. It's 1st down and 10 here for Taylor Football Academy, led by Tay Cooper, their talented quarterback. He comes out throwing a one-step drop, fires. That ball is incomplete. Good job by Roman Watson to come back for the ball. He almost had to play cornerback or safety there just to prevent a possible interception. So a good job there by Roman Watson, who just seems like just a fundamentally sound ball player. We're in the second quarter, and I would imagine not a whole lot of time left. Again, we do not have an active scoreboard, and we're not privy to, what the referees are calling in this game in terms of how much time is left. Cooper taking his time. Backs are in the I formation. He's throwing, and he would have been absolutely annihilated that time by Gino Aramendez. But a flag came in beforehand, and this is going to go against TFA. Redo 2nd down. False start or an illegal line shift against the offense. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 15. Second quarter action. Taylor Football has it back at their 36-yard line. To the air again, and this one off the fingertips of Roman Watson, incomplete. The throw was there. May have thrown that ball up into the sun. That could have had some effect. That was a high arcing pass, and on the coverage was the speedy Greg Brunson. So now you're looking at a 3rd and 15. Ball still resting back at the 36-yard line. And another penalty. I am not hearing the whistles, and we've got a microphone out here in the crowd. And we should raise that audio up just a little bit. So another penalty moves them all the way back to the 31-yard line. And now it's 2nd and better than 20. Tay Cooper in trouble, takes it on his own. He's up to the 40 and does not go down there as Brunson wrapped him up, and he almost put the knee down, and he makes it to the 49. An 18-yard, 28-yard run. I'm sorry, that is an 18-yard run, and that's a 1st down. Boy, did TFA need that. Outstanding job by Tay Cooper. How good is this young man going to be once he gets into high school? What? So he comes up about 2 yards shy of the 1st, the line to gain the 49 on the other side of the 50. I wonder if he'll just take it here on 3rd down. Low snap. He does take off with it. He gets ahead of the defense. He sidesteps one defender, but will not get out of the way of Russell's tackle. Russell saved a 1st down there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and very short. 4th and about 1 yard as they mark the ball at the 50-yard line. Well, I think if it wasn't a low snap, I think he probably runs, A, B gap left and probably picks up the 1st down. But with the low snap, that's a 1 second hesitation, and that just made it a broken play. 4th and 1. Well, you got to go for it here, no doubt. I think Cooper might be taking this one himself. As long as this drive is going, I would imagine that most of the clock here in the second quarter, as we mentioned, there's no active clock, no scoreboard. Cooper now going under center. 4th down and 1 in a tie game, late stages of quarter number 2. He'll take the snap. He will hand off, and they go to Brown. Here's Brown picking up the 1st down around the right edge as he is tackled defensively by Roman Jr. Well, a good run. Nice job by the right side of that offensive front line led by Wyland Kobe. 27, Grayson Anderson. And that is going to be the end of the first half. So we go to the locker room, and we've seen a good one here. We are tied at 6, and our game today, once again, brought to you by the Husband and Wife Law Team.
No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the Husband and Wife Law Team.
Call the Husband and Wife Law Team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
All right, we're back here at Camelback High School, getting set to start the second half. Jackson Brown on the kickoff, and one of the upmen, Jayon Whittington, on the return. He doesn't normally do the returns. That was Sewell and Greg Brunson, the speed demon, number 5. But it was a short kick, and it was covered up there at the 43-yard line as we start the second half. Elevate in the orange and red, and the all Houston Oiler-like blue is the Taylor Football Academy, started by former Hamilton Husky star, ASU star Kerry Taylor. So they mark the ball at their own 43-yard line, third quarter action. 6-6 tie on the husband and wife law team live stream. Handoff running straight up the gut. Breaking a tackle or two is Brunson. And can he get by the last defender? And he does not, as he is going to be brought down, well, pretty well into TFA territory. He's going to be marked down at the 33. That's a 24-yard run for Greg Brunson. And you can just, there's a lot of respect for this young man's speed and talent in this 9U matchup of the Arizona Youth Football League. So 24-yard run, and that gets him inside TFA territory. The lone setback is Russell. Now one of the setbacks goes in motion. The give goes to DeVasquez on the end around, and he is going to be stopped cold on the far side. What a great individual tackle. Brought down defensively by McLilley, number 5. And here it is again. I tell you, that is not an easy play, especially with the size of DeVasquez. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a second down and 10 from the 33 of the Taylor Football Academy. Pistol formation. Handoff Brunson. Sidesteps a defender, and he gets tracked down like a velociraptor from behind. Spectacular play by Grayson Anderson. Let's check that one again on the replay. You got to really like the pursuit. I mean, we didn't get that. This was the previous play, but that was just tremendous pursuit. A lot of guys give up, but you never know when that running back's going to cut back. His lane's going to be filled by a linebacker, and you just never know what's going to happen. Now the end around. Here's Russell going to work. He's got the first down and a whole lot more. He's inside the 10, and he's going to be out of bounds inside the 10. We're a little blocked here, but let's check that one again on the replay. Nice run by Messiah Russell. And he's going to be out of bounds right around the 6-yard line, pushed out of bounds by, did you catch that? 45. 45, okay. That's Xander Havens. Yeah, I've got a door and there's a big table that's not letting us, get real close to the window. I'll stop making excuses. Third quarter action, 6-6 tie, but Elevate is looking to push ahead. I got it. Out of the shotgun, handoff, Brunson, left side, and very close to the end zone. Look at that left side of the line, getting the job done here. Man, that was a big hole, and credit Taylor Football for, able to close that big gap off. Second down and goal. Hand off Brunson again, and he deserved that one. He is into the end zone, a 1-yard run, and Elevate has their first lead of the contest. And they lead by a score of 12-6. So a 2-yard run. That drive encompassed 57 yards. Brunson with a 2-yard run to cap it off. 57 yards on about 6 plays. Ate up probably about 3.5 minutes of clock. We don't have a running scoreboard. Now the 1-point conversion. DeVasquez, the power back, standing behind Jesse Martinez, the quarterback. Martinez rolling out, looks to the back of the end zone, and he's got a man, Messiah Russell, and that is going to be a penalty against the offense, holding against the offense. And so the score will stand at 12-6 here in the third period. And here's that run by, well, this is the touchdown, excuse me, or the extra point. But they took that one away, but it was worth showing again. That was an outstanding throw and catch. And it will remain 12-6 in favor of Team Elevate. We'll be back in just a moment.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up.
All right, I stand corrected. Here's the pitch. So they got to get it from the 10, and that is going to be thwarted on the play. Let's see if we've got a replay on that one. I think you're. This should be camera 1. The other one should be the wide shot always. I think you got them mixed up.
No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
All right, back here at Camelback High School, a 12-6 lead for Elevate, their first lead of the contest. It's been a pretty clean game so far. We've only had one turnover. That was from Team Elevate back in the first half, and they will be kicking off. Back to receive is Nemitz and Oliver Zick. Kicking honors by Julius DeVasquez. Never heard that name, DeVasquez. That's unique. Velasquez, and that one's not going to go the required 10. It was touched by the kicker, but this is going to be a penalty against the kicking team. And we'll see if they just go ahead and give TFA the football right there. I know Michael Pittman Sr. wouldn't mind that. That's outstanding starting field position at the 45-yard line of Team Elevate. We're in the 9U. So Team Elevate will come out. They're led by offensive lineman Bryson Schultz. Also led by Carson Schumacher, number 88, and Grayson Robinson, number 2, an offensive lineman. 22 is checked in, and that's Jagger Voluskis, who had a big catch back in the first half. First down and 10 for Tay Cooper, right-handed throwing quarterback. We got an official's timeout, and it's going to be a timeout for Team Elevate. That is their first here in the second half. We're in the third quarter. Elevate leads 12-6 over Taylor Football Academy, started by former NFL and Hamilton Husky ASU star wide receiver Kerry Taylor. I saw Kerry walking around here today, and Kerry was a wide receiver throughout his career, but, you know, almost didn't recognize him. He looks like a linebacker. So I have to go down and ask him what he's been eating lately. But, you know, the one thing that I was going to share with you, not bragging, but, you know, it's just a fond memory for me personally. When Hamilton hired me to call their games back in 2003, Kerry was a freshman, and we did it for the freshmen, the JV, and the varsity back in those days. And I have the pleasure of filming every high school game that he ever played, and you know, it's just been a lot of fun, and I'm always running into him. And when he was at Arcadia High School, we filmed for him there too for a couple of seasons. So it's first down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Cooper, he's in trouble. He gets out of it. Can he get out of it again? He's still on his feet. Now turns the corner, upfield, inside the 35, wrapped up near the 30, and he's got more than enough for the first down. I'll tell you, you talk about making something out of nothing. He goes 15 yards, and that's a first down. If we don't get the replay, folks, you can, even on the live, you can rewind it, and then if you want to come back to that play, just let it play out. You might be a little bit behind as we got a timeout on the field. You can zoom all the way in. You can get an NFL. Like if you zoom in over there, I think that's the end of the quarter. Well, it's the end of the quarter, and we're going to go to a break, take care of some business behind the scenes, and it's 12-6 Elevate at the end of 3 on apmvideo.com.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters.
All right, we go to the fourth period of play here from Camelback High School. Here's an end around to the far side of the field to Roman Watson, and he's tracked down from behind by J.R. Davis, who had to really turn on the afterburners to get the speedy ball carrier. This was a tremendous, we talk about pursuit, and give a little credit to Josiah Walker over there too. So the fourth quarter brought to you by Shields of Chandler, Arizona at the Chandler Mall. If you haven't had a chance to look at their spectacular showroom, their spectacular sporting goods shop, it'll take a few hours and go have some fun. They've got a lot of interaction with the customers. First, second down and 8, and here is Cooper passing, and it's tipped to himself, and Roman Watson is going to run it in a good 18 yards after the catch, and he finds the promised land. What a throw and catch here. I mean, I can't believe you're talking about 8-year-old kids playing at this high level, and Roman Watson, how important has he been in this game for Taylor? So they get the equalizing touchdown, and now how important is this? Of course, we're in the early stages of the fourth quarter, but not a whole lot of time, and the pattern so far in this game has been long possessions that have eaten up a lot of clock. Taylor football is calling a timeout. They are calling a timeout. Roger, I think you'd have to agree with that because of what I just said, the importance of this extra point. If they can score, that might be just enough to win, though there's probably still 7 and a half, 8 minutes left to go. Okay, thank you. Husband and wife law team had a chance to be with those guys. They came out to the AYF, Arizona Youth Football League, at the casino, Arizona, a couple of weeks ago. And, they have just become a juggernaut in the Valley of the Sun. And I think they're in New Mexico also, but I can't thank them enough. Mark and Alexis Breyer, you see the commercials, the one that we're running, we've been running for a while. And actually, I was told that Mark was actually got tackled. They set up one of those padded things that the track people use for the pole vault, and that was real time. I thought maybe they somehow, maybe they did it in slow motion, but he took the hit, and he's in his 50s, and I don't know. They're doing a kick. Can you believe this? Brown, and he did not get it. Now, he went down pretty hard, and that could have been roughing the kicker. Let's see it again. Oh, well, our 00 Martin came in there and tripped him up, and no call by the officials. So we will be sending that to New York for review here momentarily. So our score now is 12-12. Taylor on that impressive pass play to Roman Watson from 30 yards out. Ties it up here in the fourth. Well, it should be a re-kick. Get a close-up out there of Michael Pittman. Get a little tighter than that. We've got our NFL zoom camera. Michael's on the right, I believe. Right up through the Arizona Cardinals. He can't believe the call, or the no call as it is, with Martin of Elevate come rushing in on Jackson Brown. Yeah, there's definitely some contact, and I don't know if it was maybe the lack of severity is why they didn't call it. I don't, who knows? Sometimes the officials, they make calls based on, the way they see it. And sometimes one referee's interpretation of another compared to another referee can be of the same play, can be maybe completely different. I don't know. So we await the ensuing kickoff. And back deep is J.R. Davis. No, check that. That's Messiah Russell. It's a short kick. And Brunson, one of the fastest guys in the league, and he cuts it up across midfield. He's inside the 30 and finally run out of bounds after a good 31-yard return. I thought I saw a Yankee flag come in. And no flag on the play. So he gets down to the 29-yard line, and it's first down and 10. Shields of Arizona and the husband and wife law team are proud sponsors of today's season premiere of the Arizona Youth Football League. Jeff Lowry. And I'm joined by our camera operator, Roger Bemis. First down and 10. Back at quarterback is Martinez. Handoff. Davis runs to the left, takes on a defender, and he is going to be brought down. And boy, did he lower the boom. He put his helmet right into the defender, who is down and writhing in pain. And I hope he's not knocked out. He has not moved since that happened. No gain on the play. That was a tremendous defensive play. I didn't catch the number. Zoom in. Oh, there he is. Well, a young man who's been making plays today, left and right, Jet Pittman, the linebacker, took the brunt of that. If you want to see that again, just do a quick, just go on the timeline of the YouTube channel, and you can replay it right there. And if you want to get back to live action or just watch it from there, you won't miss anything. I think we're going to have an official timeout here. This is a water break, so that would tell us that we're about halfway through the fourth in a 12-12 tie. And our game today brought to you by Shields of Chandler, Arizona.
So, you want to be the best? The best commit to showing up before dawn, perfecting form, pushing limits, even when no one's watching. To be the best, you show up, always. Every swing, every drill, every sprint matters. You keep going. When the moment is here, you show up ready. Shields.
And then go. Here, look at there. Now. Yep. Good. And then. All right, back here at Camelback High School, you saw our NFL Zoom lens getting the huddle of the Elevate as they come back onto the field. So it's going to bring up second down and 10 after that great play by Pittman, stopping the very speedy Davis. And now they go to Messiah to the far side of the field, and he's going to be wrapped up and now breaks another tackle and gets down to the 23. Grayson Robinson. That's a nice job right there. I think we didn't got the end of the play. Yeah, he breaks the tackle at the 25, picks up 3 more yards. That's a gutsy run by Messiah Russell, number 3 for Elevate. Elevate comes out, led by Christian Roman Jr. on that offensive front line. 26, Noah Ruiz. Third down, and 3 from the 23-yard line. Russell, the slot receiver, to the near side. Brunson in the backfield. Here's Davis. Here's Brunson right side. And he's going to pick up the first down and a lot more. He's broken 2 tackles. He's trying for the end zone and finally pushed out on the far side. Touchdown saving tackle by 27, Grayson Anderson. You know, this is a moment in the game that a Brunson can take over the game himself. It's like Jerome Bettis or something, except he's got the great speed. And he's going to be marked out near the 2-yard line. Fourth quarter action, a 12-12 tie. Taylor football took an early 6-0 lead, followed by a touchdown by Davis of 31 yards. That tied it in the second quarter. Elevate took the lead 12-6. Brunson a 2-yard run on a 6-play 57-yard drive, and then Watson on that beautifully tapped the pass from Tay Cooper to himself around the 18-yard line and then ran it in. He had, the 18 to 20 yards after the catch. That tied the game. They tried to kick for the 2-point conversion. It was no good. In this 9U first game of the regular season in the fall of 2026, Elevate against Taylor Football Academy. And the penalties just keep coming. Offsides on the defense, and that's costly. Well, I think I would be pretty safe to say the next team that scores is going to win this ball game. So move it up 5, and now it is first. Well, let's see. It is now first and goal from the 9-yard line. Back and forth game here from Camelback High School. Our season premiere of fall football 2026 for the Arizona Youth Football League. Messiah gets the call, breaks a tackle, and finds the promised land. He is into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, we better check for a flag. I don't see one, and we're going to watch this one again on our apnvideo.com replay. A 9-yard run. Now they scored kind of quick, so yeah, maybe Taylor can march down the field here and get the equalizing score. That makes it now the second lead of the game for Elevate, and they lead 18-12. So Russell from 9 yards out. And this is a very important play in the game because I do believe Taylor football should have, I would say, at least 2 minutes left. We don't have a scoreboard running. We don't have an active scoreboard here at the field. So, unfortunately, as my colleague year in and year out has to guess, we both are trying to guess, and it's very difficult. Okay, so settling in, Jesse Martinez, a quarterback. Look to throw left, now in trouble. He will be sacked from behind by Grayson Robinson. That's a big defensive play for Robinson and TFA, and that keeps the score at 18-12. So if they would get the equalizing touchdown, they would have a chance to punch in the 1-point play. Though that's a lot tougher with it being out there at the 10-yard line than the 3 or the 2.5. Again, a special thanks to the husband and wife law team and Shields, our two main sponsors for the 2026 Arizona Youth Football League's Game of the Week on apnvideo.com. And if you're interested in a copy of today's game that's not on YouTube, but you'd like to have your own digital copy, it'll be about the same quality that you see here on YouTube. Just go, give me a call. Go to my website at apnvideo.com. That's apnvideo.com. And just look for the phone number. Give me a call, and we can take care of the rest for you. $49.95 is the price, and that normally it's $75. So we're taking off $25, a 33% savings. If you give us a call directly, or you can email me and I can send you the payment information. We take Zelle and all the rest, and we'll send it over to you via email in a downloadable digital copy for $50. Okay, Taylor football, who got out to a 6-0 lead. We had a 12-12 tie. Now find themselves down a touchdown for the second time in this game. Julius De Vasquez, 3 men back deep with Roman Watson in the middle, but they go onside kick again, and this time it is covered up. And that one is Asher Stewart. So I think Elevate has done a really good job here today with those little squib kicks, those little onside kicks, because the ball has gotten loose every time. And if not for a great hands, the great hands performance, who is that, Allstate? The Allstate Insurance Award winners on 4 different occasions, we could have seen a completely different ball game. But those guys up front have done a great job. Roman Watson in there and Asher Stewart. (18-12) Elevate. We're in the 4th period. We're going to get a timeout here, and this is going to be Taylor Football Academy's timeout. Blue. No. Okay. So a timeout on the field. A couple of minutes left to go in this one. This is going to be our final live stream. Special thanks to both Elevate, Coach Perez for getting me all the information for the first game, Kerry Taylor getting me information for both this game and the last game, and hopefully we have a fantastic finish here. So it's 1st down and 10, and they must do something here with this possession, trailing by 6 in the last few minutes of this contest. And we're going to get a false start against the offense. Though I haven't seen an official call yet. That would be one thing that I would like to see, is that initial call by the officials after the whistle. I don't think they, well, that's why they didn't make it. He stopped it. He saw something. I don't know why he stopped the play, but it's 1st down and 10 from the 50. And now Tay Cooper looking. He's flushed out of the pocket. He fires on the run. He might have got slightly tripped as he overshoots Wyland Cobb, who's their tight end, and it goes incomplete, bringing up 2nd down and 10 from the 50-yard line. The final minutes of quarter number 4. Opening day for the U9, or the 9U Elevate, and the 9U Taylor Football Academy. Coach Chance on Elevate hoping to go 1-0. So they have stopped the clock again. That's a Taylor Football Academy timeout. So we're getting really close to the end of regulation time. You can get tighter on that. Roger Bemis getting some good close-up shots of the teams with that new zoom lens that we brought in. I don't know if we brought it in for the spring or I think it was last fall. And all right, 2nd down and 10. It's a do-or-die situation for Taylor football. They're down by 6 within 2 minutes of the final, and J.R. Davis gets into the backfield with lightning-like swiftness and pulls down the quarterback for the sack. Well, it looked like he was totally unblocked. He was coming in on the blitz, and I don't think Tay Cooper saw him coming. So it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The clock will continue to wind down here. Again, we don't have a active scoreboard here at the stadium, so we are guesstimating on time, but we're coming down to the end here. Taylor football needs a big play right now. Wind's starting to pick up. The wind is blowing from the far side of the field and kind of against TFA. Cooper wanting to run with it, sidesteps the quick Davis. He's got the 1st down and more, and he's down inside the 40. What a run that time. All the way down to, it looks like the 36-yard line. That'll go for 20 yards and a 1st down. Outstanding job by the quarterback, Tay Cooper. So the drive stays alive. Clock starts up here. Taylor football trailing by 6 here in the 4th quarter. Probably under a minute left to play. Cooper again at quarterback. Watch Roman Watson, the receiver, to the near side. He's going to the far side, and that ball's going to be caught by Asher Stewart. That was a perfectly thrown pass, but a great job by Asher Stewart to go up for it, and he had a hand in his face.
This score here, is it tied?
What a job that time. So Cooper to Asher Stewart. And a fresh set of downs. Now the ball at the 25-yard line. This drive started back inside TFA territory, right around the 40-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout here. So TSA, they're out of timeout, so that was taken by Elevate, and they want to be on the same page. They lead by 6. Final moments of this game. All right, back here at Camelback High School. A lot of drama here as the Taylor Football Academy has got the ball at the 25 of Elevate. A fresh set of downs. Working from the far hash marks, just in case you went into the kitchen and picked up a cold beverage. Tay Cooper at the helm. Looking to put one into the end zone. Starting to run out of time. He's in trouble, and down he goes. J.R. Davis again.
On the ball.
We'll give you the replay. This was another phenomenal play, and it was the speed of Davis, and that was a good horseshoe tackle. And now, after a loss of 5 on the play, it's 2nd down and 15 from the 30 of Elevate. Tay Cooper in trouble again. This time takes off to the near side. He knocks down a defender. He's still on his feet, and he's down to the 20, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 after a 10-yard pickup, as Tay Cooper was really laying down the thunder that time and took out the defender, but that was just an outstanding run. Got an injured player. Is that Tay Cooper? The clock stops. It is Tay Cooper, number 8 for Taylor football. Well, the one thing you don't want to see, and I know it's the game of football, but the one guy on the field you don't want to see lowering his pads and taking on a defender is your quarterback. They don't tend to grow on trees, do they? So we got a timeout on the field. Our game today is being brought to you by the good people at the Husband and Wife Law Team.
No idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this. But they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the Husband and Wife Law Team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Getting a shot at Tay Cooper. He's coming off the field, and we're hoping that he's going to be all right. I kind of had a feeling it was going to be the shoulder. The way he's holding his hand up would indicate that it might be a shoulder injury, and hopefully he'll be all right. They'll get the helmet off, and we come back to live action. Big play here. Well, after his 9-yard run, it brings up a 3rd down and 6. The ball resting at the 21 of Elevate. And the new quarterback, and it's going to be Brown. So Jackson Brown is going to come in, and he wants to throw a wobbly pass. It's off the hands of Josiah Martinez. Incomplete. And now the game comes down to it, and that's the end of regulation time. The ball game is over. We got a final. From Camelback High School here in Phoenix, Elevate, who trailed early, wins it 18-12. This has been a presentation of APM Video Sports, Arizona's leader in sports video coverage. Our thanks to the Husband and Wife Law Team, Shields, the Arizona Youth Football League, apnvideo.com, Roger